So I'm sure we've all seen those unfortunate images that have come out of Ashley Trevino recently. I'm also sure that we've all heard about her recent pregnancy scandal. God, but that is a terrifying thought, by the way. The last thing this world needs is another Trevino knocking about. If everything keeps going the way that it is, we could see like a worldwide extermination of the surname Trevino. It might be the one genuinely impressive thing that she's done in her life. But anyways, we're going to be covering all those updates, plus everything else that's happened as well, as usual. So, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because if you do, a flying sausage roll will float its way into your loving arms the next time you leave your house. But if you're a Jewish or Muslim or vegetarian viewer of my channel, it'll be a vegan sausage roll. And for all my viewers with gastroparesis, it'll be blended up into a lovely sausage roll smoothie, just for you. Because on this channel, we welcome everybody from all walks of life. Except the French. Désolé, je plaisante, je vous aime les gars. Anyway, so the story goes that a couple of explicit images that I'm sure we will be blurring heavily in this video were released on Ashley Trevino's story the other day. And surprise, surprise, they were all a bunch of fake shit. Welcome to TikTok, baby! I'm sorry, I didn't want to edge you guys for too long, right? We're gonna reveal it immediately. They were fake. The account was fake, the pictures were fake, everything was a load of shit. Now that doesn't mean there's nothing to talk about, however, because trust me, there are a lot of questions that need answered here. Mainly, why the fuck would anybody do this? Well, I guess first of all, I'll show you guys proof that the actual pictures themselves were fake. So as you can see, these are the pictures that were originally released to the internet on Ashley Trevino's story. I mean, the captions speak for themselves. It's pretty obvious what the person who posted these was trying to insinuate. However, the real photos that I think were turned into these ones using AI or some shit are also on TikTok, so I'll show you guys them to prove that these are in fact fake. So here's the first one, and here is the second one. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I feel really bad for Ashley Trevino in this specific instance. That's not to say that I feel sorry for her as an individual in all cases, but in this instance, it is definitely reasonable to feel bad for her, because this is really shitty for someone to do, especially because there's no reason to do it. Like, it would be one thing, I mean, it would still be shitty if they were doing it for, like, monetary reasons or to make money, but from what I'm aware of, there's no way to make money off of TikTok stories. That means that this individual was only doing this for the sole intention of fucking her life up and making it difficult for her, and I guess just embarrassing her. When you take into account that she has children and people who know those children and real life friends and family that are on the app who will see those images, it's just an all-round fucking horrible situation. Like, I know they're AI, but it doesn't look like AI. Like, it's just as bad as if something real came out, at least in my opinion. I mean, maybe not just as bad, but the fact remains that it is still bad. Like, if a pal of yours got stabbed, you wouldn't sit there like, fucking get over yourselves, man. You weren't shot or nothing. You'd still feel bad for them, wouldn't you? At least I hope you would, unless you're a fucking psychopath, which, you know what? Maybe I don't know my audience as well as I do. You could all be psychopaths. But if you happen to be a psychopath that loves sausage rolls, then your subscription is safe with me. But the release of these images was like the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and it triggered a chain reaction of a bunch of TikTokers talking about, guys, don't look at Ashley Trevino's story, it's insane, please don't do it, you'll regret it for the rest of your lives. The most obvious engagement tactic ever, by the way.
Holy shit! Go watch Ash Trevino's fucking story right now. Right now.
And if you really want to know why I feel so bad for her, it's because videos like this one have 15.5 million views. I don't think you guys quite understand how fucking insane that is, that at least that many people have seen those pictures of Ashley Trevino. Imagine if that was your mother or sister or friend or pal or just someone that you knew in any way or any sort of capacity. It's really shitty. And what sucks is that most people don't even know that the pictures were fake, because the account that posted them was an account that went by the name of Ash Trevino 007, and it had like over 50,000 followers. I don't know if they were botted or not, but either which way, they had a bunch of followers. It looked like a believable account. I mean, just the name Ash Trevino 007 means, it could mean three things, right? It could mean three things. One, Ash Trevino is somehow 17 years old and we just didn't know. Option two is that she's the lead role in the next James Bond movie. Or option three, which is what actually happened, it was a bunch of fake shit, and some loser online decided to post those pictures to cause a stir and gain some, I guess, infamy, but at the end of the day, you're not really getting any quote-unquote clout for this, because it's your fan account. I struggle to believe that people get the same amount of validation from posting clips on other people as they do, you know, like a commentary channel or something, where your face is the brand of the whole channel. And this isn't like an account that clips up Joe Rogan clips for easy cash, right? They're not making a lot of money from this. It's purely just an attention thing. Just for the thrill of fucking people's lives up, I guess.
Wanna know how it smells? Ask Santos. He know it smell well.
Why would she post that? She just posted even more pictures that are more worse. I could never be a TikToker. But I'm not here to, like, compare content or be like, ooh, my content's amazing and yours is shite. We're all fucking commentary channels, you know what I mean? No one's better than anyone else. But that doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to say that I could never do this. Like, could you imagine if I started my videos like, oh my god, there's this new drama that's going on. Let me put my hand to my chin and slowly turn my head in confusion. And then smash my camera like it's fucking whack-a-mole or some pish. Sorry. I just apologized to my fucking- I'm going insane here. I've just apologized to a camera. This is what making videos on Ash Trevino does to a man, baby! But anyway, just to be clear here, I'm not criticizing that last girl with the 16 million view video because that's just, you know, a girl with a TikTok page. This bloke here is like a news channel, so to speak. So you should probably get your fucking facts straight before you slander someone like this in front of millions of people. Or at the very least, maybe get it wrong the first time, and then when it comes out that it's a bunch of fake shit, clarify your stance. But what does he do instead? He does this.
Ash Trevino has finally responded to the spicy pictures that she posted of herself last night. She's angry that her fans do not like what they see. Context: last night on Ash Trevino's TikTok page, she posted some pictures that should only have been sent to her boyfriend, and not only was her nunu and chachas out on her story,
they weren't even out, by the way. They were covered up by weird fucking emojis and shit. I don't know about you, but it's a little bit odd to me that he's like lying about her tits being out so that people can go over and look at the stories, look at the pictures to like entice them or whatever. And then there's the obvious that they're not even real and they weren't posted by her. This is just not true. I mean, a lot of people have said this, to be fair. A lot of people have made the claim that Ash Trevino has responded to this in one of her lives, but none of them play any clips of this so-called event happening, and I can't find any clips on TikTok, which I feel as though that would have been clipped up. I mean, if we know that Ash Trevino ordered a fucking burger at Waffle House once, then we should know what her response was to these pictures. So excuse me for not immediately believing everything that I see online without even the littlest smidge of evidence, man. I'm just annoyed because there's so much actual shit that we can criticize Ash Trevino on. And just to be clear, I am not critiquing random TikTokers who just, you know, talked about this without any knowledge of the subject, who thought that it was real. I'm only critiquing this bloke because, to be honest, I don't like this guy. There's something about him I'm not a fan of. Maybe it's the fact that he's a TikTok T channel / news channel / commentary drama, whatever the fuck, who is just lying to everyone. Just because the person you're talking about is a degenerate fucking abhorrent arsehole, it doesn't mean that you can just lie about them. In fact, lying about someone who has so much actual shit to be criticized for only dampens the actual good arguments that you potentially could have, because we know that you're willing to lie about said person. It's okay to have a shred of sympathy for somebody who's done bad things. Like, it is okay to feel bad for Ash Trevino in this instance and still think that she's an arsehole, because she is undeniably an arsehole. Anyway, we'll move on to the TikToker's reaction that everybody's been waiting for. The kingpin, the mob boss, Tony Montana has returned, and by Tony Montana, I obviously mean Santos. The one-gloved menace, baby.
Check your story. I do not want to see that shit again. Please, no. But no, I did see that story, and you know what's sad? Her kids are seeing that shit. Like, everyone in their classmates and all that, but they're saying it's not, it's Photoshop. Heffa's saying that. Heffa's actually the one that leaked it. I'll tell you that right now.
Even Santos don't know what he's talking about. Although I will say, the fact that he doesn't know that they're fake might actually be a good thing, because in my opinion, this kind of confirms that he might have never even seen her Nunu. Because if you have gone that far with this woman, surely you would know that these images are not real, right? Either that or the AI being used here is scarily accurate to the real thing. I mean, either which way, it's fucking grim, but I will say there's a whole song about Santos smelling her Nunu. It's come to a point where if it is true, if it actually did happen, then that's obviously weird and fucked up. But if it didn't happen, why on earth would you need to lie about that sort of thing for validation? When I was younger, people lied about their parents working at big companies for validation. Ooh, I have a lot of money. Ooh, my dad works at Nintendo. Ooh, I beat someone up yesterday. Yeah, well, guess what? I smelt a 37-year-old's vagina. Predictably, however, this is not the only thing that Ash Trevino got in hot water for. The next thing that we'll be talking about is the infamous bedbugs controversy, because it has been rumored that Ash Trevino has an infestation of bedbugs and has gone out willy-nilly buying cars, going to public places. She doesn't give a shit, without getting them exterminated, obviously, which would be a really, really shitty thing to do if true. So let's have a look at the initial bedbug sighting.
Do y'all know how to wash your hair with extensions? Heffa keeps telling me I can't wash my hair, but I'm sure I can wash it. Like, I don't like to have my hair dirty.
Oh my God. What is that?
No, but I'm saying like,
Okay, real quick, I will say that there is genuine stuff to criticize Ash for in this very video. The stuff that comes after this bedbug section is as bad as everything else that we've talked about Ash Trevino for. But once again, with this bedbug shit, this video has 3 million views. A video of Ash Trevino laying in bed with an ambiguous insect next to her that very well could not be a bedbug has 3 million views and caused this much of a shit show. Now look, for the sake of the argument, I will proceed under the assumption that it was indeed a real bedbug. And to be fair, it very well could have been a real bedbug because, coincidentally, at the exact same time that this video was put out, it was also revealed that Ash Trevino was fined $11,000 at an Airbnb. Which sounds like a lot, but then again, I don't know exactly how much money it takes to exterminate a horde of bedbugs from a gaff. From everything I hear, though, it sounds pretty fucking inconvenient and horrible and like a lot of effort. So it wouldn't put it past the Americans to price it that high. I mean, from my knowledge of the USA, you could get a paper cut and it'll set you back like 20 grand. Anyways, let's have a look at the immediate stream she did after this whole bedbug fiasco started so we can see how she responded to it all. Guys, okay, look, I know I keep talking about the amount of views that these videos are getting, but this video of a woman just sitting down doing genuinely fuck all has 3.1 million views. I would shove a cactus up my ass for 3.1 million views, and all this woman has to do is sit down for 20 seconds and do nothing. I mean, without the text saying Ash sad because everyone found out she got bedbugs, this video would genuinely mean nothing. That's all it took. Am I weird for being annoyed by this? Because there is no mention of bedbugs in this clip. We don't even know if she fucking has them. There was one almost cockroach-looking thing next to her head in one video. I'm sorry, it looked fucking huge. Bedbugs are tiny. There's no way it'd be that big. The fact that this is the best clip you have of her acknowledging the bedbugs, I think says a lot about your mindset in terms of the amount of evidence required to make you believe something. Just because somebody is silent about an accusation being thrown upon them, it does not immediately mean that they are guilty of it. I know that better than anybody. Yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I just don't think she has bedbugs. I think it's all a load of shit. But I'll simmer down, we'll watch more of the supposed evidence, and we'll make our minds up as we go. Because I'm more than happy to be proven wrong here, you know? If there's evidence that comes out that proves that I am in fact incorrect, I will take my L like a man.
my thing on a car, as long as it has a sunroof, of course, the press start, the review camera, and like the navigation on the car, and heated seats. Those are my big pointers right there. If a car has all 5 of those, then I'm okay.
Okay, to be fair to this poster, if she does have bedbugs, this is admittedly a very stupid purchase to make, right? The immediate thing you should do, especially if you have the money for it, which we know she does, is get an exterminator for the safety of both you, your family, and everybody that you interact with in public. However, when you take into account my personal belief, you can disagree with me if you want, that she doesn't actually have bedbugs in the gaff, I personally believe that the biggest crime in this video is that she wants heated seats in her new car. With all due respect, Ashley Trevino, you live in fucking Texas. Why on earth would you need heated seats? They're never gonna be used. Having heated seats in a car in Texas is about as useful as if I were to bring condoms to a Weezer concert. I joke, I jest, I love Weezer. Big up all my Weezer fans. I don't know what that says about me that I like Weezer as much as I do. You know what? As a fan of the band Weezer, I can criticize Ashley Trevino because we're on a level playing field. You know what I mean? There's no like power imbalance or anything. We are equally as degenerate. Fucking hell. Usually I'd be scared about the backlash that I get from a fan base if I were to insult a band this much, but not only am I a part of the Weezer fan base, so I'm allowed to make these jokes, but the Weezer fans are one of the few people in the whole world who'll go, yeah, fair enough. That's us, baby. And you know what? I respect that about this community.
I'm about to lay with my bedbugs, yes. I'm about to lay with my bedbugs, yes.
Ash Trevino admits she's going to lay with her bedbugs. I mean, this is just, again, so clearly her making a joke. You know what it is? You know what I think it is? It's because Ashley Trevino has whatever the opposite is of the Midas touch. Rather than everything she touches turning into gold, everything that Ash touches turns into actual shit. And because of that, everyone just assumes the worst no matter what happens, even if it's something that is genuinely not her fault at all. Like bedbugs, from what I understand, they do come to a lot of dirtier homes and just infest the whole gaff, but they can also just appear in clean homes where there's nothing wrong going on. Someone can just get really unlucky. So once again, if there is an actual bedbug infestation, I would critique her response to it, buying a new car, going out in public, meeting her pals or whatever, but the very fact that there are bedbugs in the house is not something to criticize her for necessarily. If anything, it's another point to be empathetic for her. Because it's really shitty, bedbugs fucking suck, and it could very well not even be her fault at all. I mean, realistically guys, if you think about it, if it was any other creator who had a bug next to their head when they were laying down on a live stream, this would not have happened. But only because it's Ashley Trevino, people have turned it into this massive thing where she's a disgusting freak who just eats bedbugs for breakfast, loves to sleep with them, shoves them down her daughter's throats, and chucks them on random passers-by like monkeys throw dung at each other. And unironically, I think that this is a little bit unfair. Now, with all that being said, I do think I have just found what could very well be irrefutable evidence that there is, in fact, a bedbug infestation at Ashley's gaff. So you know what? We'll give that a watch, and I will possibly be very much a humbled man.
Santos, he know it smell well. I want new. If I fuck, I never tell. I want new.
I mean, guys, I really don't know what to say anymore. This is actually how bad it is, that people are so dumb, people are so silly that I'm actually sat here not feeling bad for Ashley Trevino, but feeling neutral. Which is more than I ever thought I would. Like, it's not that I feel sorry for Ashley Trevino because she is that much of an abhorrent, unforgivable arsehole. I just feel as though the criticisms being levied against her in these two specific instances are a load of shite. First of all, I have no idea if this is her actual house. It could be one that looks similar. There is no confirmation, as far as I'm aware, that this is her actual house. It could literally just be a video of a random pest control car at a random house taken at a random time from like 5 years ago that's just being used now as supposed evidence. Because no one in the TikTok comment section thinks critically enough to ever challenge this type of shit. But let's suspend disbelief for a second, right? I will assume that this is in fact a real video of an actual pest control car at Ashley's real house in the last week or so. Why the fuck does this video exist? That's almost worse than if it was a fake video. Because that means that somebody is intentionally driving past Ashley's house every couple of days, maybe every day, but whatever amount of times it is, it's fucking weird, who has a fucking habit, they make it a part of their daily routine to drive past Ashley Trevino's house to see if there's anything going on with their fucking dumb camera or phone or whatever out to see what's going on in her gaff. You fucking weirdo, get a life, touch some grass, reevaluate yourself, because this is not normal behavior. You are weird, you have content brain, and you need to get a fucking grip. I'm sorry, do you guys think I'm weird for saying this? This is objectively odd behavior, right? Am I going insane? Luckily, I think that is all for my quote-unquote defense of Ashley Trevino. I know I'm gonna get so much shit from people being like, oh, you're defending a shit person. I'm not defending her, I'm just pointing out that some of these criticisms are possibly a load of shit. I mean, as always, if you have genuine criticism or think that I'm chatting shit, you can tell me in the comments, because I'm open to it, genuinely. But anyone who's unhappy with the video thus far will be happy to know that now we're gonna go back to doing what we usually do, chatting shit and taking the piss, because once again, she has done something really odd and really worth making fun of. And what's happened recently has just warmed my heart, tickled my arsehole, and made me dead happy, because she's gone back to the genesis, the antithesis of what made her so popular, such a legend to begin with. Dating inmates. Oh, but not just any inmate, but the inmate that rose her to TikTok stardom. Jessie Martinez. Now, for those who don't remember, allow me to refresh your recollection. Jessie was the inmate who was jailed up for gang affiliation, possession of a firearm, and fleeing from a crime scene. Just an all-around, stand-up dude that I'm sure you'd love to have a pint with. This is also the bloke who, if you remember, Ashley Trevino was incessantly calling her husband, despite them knowing each other for about 10 days, and her leaving her like 2 weeks after getting out of prison, which was a live-streamed event. She live-streamed his release from prison. And it's probably for the best that they broke up because they were actually toxic as fuck. What a shock. But she claims that the reason he broke up with her is because he was getting a lot of DMs from girls on TikTok because she had made him famous. I mean, even in this video from a while back where she's showing him off, he doesn't really seem to give a shit about it. He's literally shooing her away from him, being like, don't fucking record me, I'm busy right now doing whatever I'm doing. I don't know what he's fucking doing. What are you doing at Ashley Trevino's house? There's nothing you could possibly be entertained by. The woman doesn't even give her daughter beds. And the fact that this video of him shooing her away is the one that she chooses to show to her audience whilst smiling like a giddy child on Christmas Day in the candy store, all the good things, says a lot about their relationship, in my opinion.
Ash was supposed to link with the guy who said when they did it, he had to put a bag over her head and he rated her Nunu a 5 because she wouldn't close her. Yeah, because she wouldn't close her. She also said that she held him down in jail for 10 months and that's what she wants to close it for, my job.
Big up Inmate Joe for smashing some shots down and going on TikTok to explain some bits about the relationship that I didn't even know about. I had no idea that Jessie rated her Nunu a 5 out of 10, because why would I know that? I'm a normal person. This is where we're at right now. Ashley Trevino is trying to get back with a man who rated her Nunu a 5 out of 10 and wanted to shag her with a bag over her head. That's just fucking mean. I don't care who you are. That's just a mean comment to make about anybody. Like, it's the sort of thing that you think privately and definitely do not publicize because it makes you kind of look like a gigantic arsehole. But then again, everybody already knows that Jessie is a former criminal who was affiliated with a gang, carried a firearm, and fled from a crime scene. So by the way, I have no idea why Ashley thought he wouldn't hesitate to flee from her as well. Anyway, let's hear Ashley's plan to meet up with Jessie for quote-unquote closure.
Am I making a mistake? I have a good heart, you guys. I have a real good heart. And sometimes it gets me hurt. Like, all I throw in his face when I talk to him is, who was there for you when you were in prison? Who was there for you when you were in prison?
Now, unless you've just been tested using an electrocardiogram, I do not want to hear anybody self-proclaiming that they have a good heart. Because in my eyes, anybody who goes around telling everyone how good of a person they are usually tends to be a bit of a piece of shit. Now, that is judgmental, right? Maybe that isn't true in all cases, but in my experience, the best people, the nicest people, aren't the ones who go about constantly parading about how nice they are. They don't go, hey guys, just so you know, before you get to know me, I just want to let you know that I am actually a nice guy, so there's nothing to worry about. You can trust me. Usually, the nice people, the people with good hearts, are being complimented by other people that are not them, because that's kind of just how life works, in my opinion, or in my experience at least. It's like people who call themselves funny, or people who call themselves like badass or hard, or when I see red, there is no one who can get through the wrath of my devastating left hook. It's like, no, every hard bastard I know shuts the fuck up about their fighting ability. And the only reason you ever find out that they're hard as fuck, if you do find out, is because the people around them are constantly telling you, bro, fucking beware of that bloke. Either that, or you could just get to know them and come to that conclusion yourself without them just straight up telling it to you. I mean, obviously, there are exceptions, right? This does not cover all bases here, but I think it makes sense for this scenario in particular. You can't just come on TikTok Live and tell everyone that you've got a good heart when we've seen everything that you've done throughout the past couple months. You very clearly do not have a good heart. Actions speak louder than words, yo, and your actions do not connote somebody with a good heart.
Who was freaking there for you when you were in prison? I want to cry. We're not gonna cry. Bad bees do not cry. Oh man, I have a feeling I'm gonna cry whenever I see him. I have not talked to him, seen him since June. I held him down for 9 months. We only lasted 10 days out. Guys, he hurt me. He got another girl pregnant right now. He's been with everybody on TikTok. And now, hey Ash, I need you. Me, what's up? What can I do for you? Because of the heart that I have. I still have all our pictures and videos.
Fucking hell, the plot twist at the end, because the way you were talking before this made it very much seem as though you were over him. Completely had no feelings for him anymore, because he's getting other girls pregnant. He's been with everybody on TikTok, which I doubt, by the way, because I have a TikTok account and I've not received any messages from him. And I'm assuming that my audience, a lot of you have TikTok. I had no idea that half of my audience had met up with Jessie at some point, but, you know, you do you, my friend. But either which way, you cannot imply that you're totally over this man and then go on to say, yeah, I have every picture and every video of us together still. I I treasure them, in fact. I watch them every night. Can I just say, because I've just remembered, Ashley Trevino has a fiance. Like, fair enough, the only reason that they're still together is because legally I think it's difficult for them to get divorced. But imagine how he's feeling right now just watching all of this shit go down. I also, just as a side note, I love the fucking ethereal, like, funeral music in the background as though a child's just died.
Tonight, or are you gonna go over there and then drive here?
I go straight over there.
Okay, so you're gonna drive over here tonight and then stay here.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow you'll leave.
Yeah, you wash all my clothes and shit.
I'm gonna wash your clothes. Okay, yeah.
Don't wash his clothes, fam. You're being played by him. I don't know if this is like a pre-planned thing for some TikTok clout to stir up a drama, to stir up a conversation in the comments, but if it's not, then this is just genuinely sad, because she clearly cares about this bloke, or, well, has feelings about him still. She's got a crush on him, and he's using that because he knows it. Fucking washing his clothes. It's very obvious, if this is how it seems, that he's just using her to get a free couple nights somewhere to stay and a free clothes wash. He does not give a shit about her, and it's so obvious.
I just said I put a grocery order in. Did you not hear it? I have to go pick up my groceries in a little bit. So I bought stuff to make different things. I'm gonna be cooking the next couple days.
I'm so glad we're back to classic Ashley Trevino, by the way, because I was so scared the whole video would be me defending her. But you guys can hold out. You don't need to attack me just yet, because she's being a prick again. Thank fuck. Why are you cooking dinner for this random bloke who clearly does not give a shit about you, but you never ever cook for your two actual biological daughters who live with you? They don't even have fucking beds, and you're willing to take this bloke in, cook for him, wash his clothes, and give him a place to sleep. You weirdo. Get your priorities straight, lass.
What happened with the meetup? Did you meet up Jesse?
I told him not to come.
Why?
Then he texted me and said, there's this podcast that wants to interview me and you and they want to pay us.
In the plot twist of the absolute fucking century, this is like some Luke, I am your father level shit. Jesse does not stay the night at Ashley Trevino's, and they both have differing stories as to why this occurred. So let's hear them both out. We'll start with Ashley.
There's this podcast that wants to interview me and you and they want to pay us. Let's do it. I said, I'm not doing nothing with you for money.
Doctor, where was that energy at when he came out of prison and you know what I'm saying?
Where was it? Because it went with me.
Paloma!
He can go do that interview by himself. But now, he even told me, he's like, I know you have a lot of money. Like, I know you're doing big things. I know you're making it. He's like, and I'm happy for you and this and that.
I don't know about this story, man. There's something about it, without even hearing Jesse's point of view, there's something about this story that seems very fishy to me. Like, to come on live and be like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend is desperate to get back with me and stay with me, and he thinks that I'm doing great things, and he's talking about how much money I'm making, how well I'm doing. Could you imagine if I came on camera and I was like, guys, look, I know you don't really give a shit and no one asked, but my ex-girlfriend messaged me the other day talking about how big my dick was and how big my muscles are and how strong I am and how I can beat everyone up and how I'm the best man ever with loads of money, 6'7", incredible man, never find someone better. I don't think my audience would take too kindly for that, which is a good thing, by the way, because if I ever get to a point where I'm saying dumb shit like this, I want you guys to hold me accountable. I'm putting my faith in yous. Do not let me turn into an arsehole. I'm only saying this because now, if I ever do actually turn into an arsehole, I can blame you guys. It's not my fault, it's you guys for not holding me in check.
I know you have a lot of money. Like, I know you're doing big things. I know you're making it. He's like, and I'm happy for you and this and that. So you know what I did? I sent him $100 for gas and I blessed his game and I texted him and I said, I blessed you. That's that.
Yeah, you really showed him. This is quite possibly the worst revenge story ever. Yeah, he tried to fuck me over and stay a night in my house, freeload off of me, take space away from my daughter, so you know what I did to that piece of shit to show him who the boss was? I gave him $100. Like, what? How does that prove anything? You've just given a man money. If anything, you've been swindled by him because he's just taken 100 quid off you. How is this possibly an own or a win for you in any sort of way? You think Jesse gives a fuck that you see him as charity or that people might see him as charity? No way. He definitely sees it as a, oh sweet, $100. Also, I thought that the reason you two were meeting was supposedly for closure. There's just so many inconsistencies in this story, I'm finding any of it very hard to believe. leave. Also, why are you giving him $100 when your daughters don't have bastard beds? Woo, here we go, baby. Back to the usual hatred of Ash Trevino. I'm sure you guys were worried when I was defending her for a little bit too long, but don't you guys worry your silly little bottoms. We are back to the usual, baby. I'm fucking so upset. I am actually going insane. I need to calm down. We're good. We're good. I am simply confuzzled, confused, bewildered, gobsmacked that you would decide to send him $100. I genuinely do not understand the moral dilemma, the processes going on within your mind to come to the conclusion that sending Jesse $100 for no reason is a good idea. To me, if you actually did send him $100, it seems as though it would be a lot more likely that you just sort of like him a bit too much and embarrassingly sent him £100 and are now retroactively trying to change the story to make it seem as though you were somehow owning him by sending him that amount of money.
Oh, now he want to come back to you.
Yeah, because he knows that I have money. I'm good. Your life could have been...
I'm glad you're not stupid. I'm glad you're not stupid. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
What do you mean I'm glad you're not stupid? She sent him $100, woman! I've not talked much about Jeffa or Hafer, however you pronounce her name in these videos. Jeffa, Hafer, I'll say Jeffa. I'm saying Jeffa. I'm sorry if that's wrong. I'm saying Jeffa. Jeffa, that lady on the right, is in a lot of these videos about Ashley Trevino. She's always on TikTok Live with her and is like this weird, omnipotent god that just oversees everything going on and gives commentary every now and then. She's like a boxing commentator if the boxing match is the weird, wacky life of Ashley Trevino. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she was like some puppet master pulling all the strings in this situation behind the scenes that none of us know of, right? She's so masterful about it. Like, if there's a documentary about Ash Trevino out in 20 years describing every crime that's gone down, I could very well imagine Jeffa being like the mastermind behind it all. She'd be the plot twist that comes in like 2 acts in.
Even my mom was like, no.
Babe, you're so sweet, bro. I love you for real. Thank you, queen.
Guys, after this game, I'm going to do one more, and then I have to log off, and then I'll be back.
She's learning from me, yup. Because I told her, I said, stop letting these little fools come to you thinking that, oh, hell no. Fuck that. I don't like that, though. The fact that you held him down for almost a year, then he came out and treated you like crap, dropped you, like you were nothing. And then now he want to come back? No, Bookie. Sorry, booty boy, you gotta go that way. I just don't want that booty no more.
Literally.
I just don't want that booty no more.
I mean, she seems to find the whole situation very funny, which, to be fair, me and you both, my friend, although I will say, it is quite a quandary, this. I can't tell if Jeffa, Hafer, is a good friend to Ashley Trevino for backing her up constantly, or a bad friend for not calling her out on her shit more often. Like, in a way, it's kind of cool to have a friend who just backs you no matter what. But on the other hand, you'd hope that your pals hold you accountable every now and then. Although I will say once again that Ashley Trevino definitely seems like the type of individual that would not allow people calling her out to be in her inner circle. I mean, she has Santos, but that's like a whole nother can of worms that we'll get into in this video a bit later, don't you worry. But for now, let's watch Jesse's perspective on this whole meetup that never happened.
There was an exterminator there, so you might be okay. Just don't hurt feelings, Jesse, come on. Go get that clout. Did you stay with Bedbugs? No. Why didn't you go? I'm telling you, because my sister was like, if I went over there, I couldn't come over here. So I was like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go there first.
To the smelly new house? What is wrong with you? Estabas arriba, no te vayas para abajo, bro.
The fucking smelly new how these people are all so weird. All these TikTokers are deranged. They're all demented. This is so odd. Imagine your house. Imagine being Ashley Trevino and having a house that multiple people refer to as the smelly new house. What is this weird obsession with people just coining Ashley Trevino and her comrades and her surroundings as insert smelly new and then a weird noun after it? In the last video, we had some random woman literally screaming smelly new at the top of her lungs whilst a wee man was literally getting arrested in front of her, possibly for life, for the possession of a firearm that he was waving about like a fucking pride flag in San Antonio. The smelly new meta has gone too far, truly. Like, could you imagine meeting up with your pals and being like, oh yeah, I'm off to see my father for Christmas, I'm gonna go to a gaff or whatever, and then your pal responding with, ooh, you're going to the cheesy cock house? It's just not a flattering term for any household.
You just gotta go confirm it's smelly again or what?
It didn't smell, I ain't gonna lie, it didn't smell when I was there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she does have bed bugs. No, babe, I'm not talking about that. But I mean, it's clearly though that she probably does. You know, all the that's crazy. Pobrecita though, man.
Yeah, I don't know about these two, man. They're not exactly the greatest of people, though we already knew that about Jesse, to be fair, and that's not because he was a former inmate. It's very, very possible, and almost hopeful, a good thing, that inmates can come out of jail, rehabilitate, become good people. And that's not even to say that all inmates are inherently bad people. There's tons of great people who are in jail who aren't fucking arseholes. I just think that Jesse's an arsehole because of everything that he's shown on the internet, which is pretty much just exclusively him being an arsehole.
Babe, who is this guy?
It's your, y'all are gonna be, brother husbands.
Brother husband is it? What the fuck? Yo.
Vale más que te calles, eh? And vale más que te consigas, eh? Yeah, keep playing. Where's your females at? You're with like 5.
Oh man, simpler times, truly. This is when Santos met Jesse for the first time. 2 of Ashley's, I guess, hoes were meeting for the first time. It really was a simpler, better, funner, freer time in the world of everything. Things were better then, and to be honest with you, it's weird because Santos looks like he's aged like 30 years, even though this was literally a month ago. Now he's walking about like some weird try-hard mob boss. Speaking of which, I saw this video the other day that's fucking hilarious. I need to show you guys. So as I'm sure a lot of you will remember in my last video, I made fun of Santos for looking like Gru from Despicable Me. Now, as it turns out, I am not original at all, and this was a criticism, a comparison that has been made by many people. Because how could it not be, to be fair? He was dressed exactly like him. Obviously, he wasn't too happy with this characterization, so he responded to all the haters, and his response, I'm not joking here, might be my favorite video on the internet. Brace yourselves for this.
I do not play those games. I am not someone to play with. At all. At all. At all. At all! ¿Me entendiste? Conmigo no juegues. Así. ¿Eh? ¿Eh? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? My little minion. Mi little putita. Huh? Don't freaking get me mad. Cause I got freaking mad.
I love it. I love this video so much, man. Everything about this video is pure, absolute, unadulterated, unfiltered fucking perfection. This is a cinematic masterpiece. First of all, he's still dressed like Gru, so it clearly didn't get to him that much. Although I will say, big ups for standing strong in the outfit that you chose and that's clearly so proud of. Because even though you're clearly rattled by all the Gru comparisons, you're still standing strong in that very same outfit. So you know what? In a way, it's almost admirable. But remember earlier when I was talking about how people who always talk about how hard and epic and cool they are and how much they beat you up in a fight usually tend to be the most insecure, weakest little bastards you ever meet in your life? This is kind of what I meant by that.
I am not someone to play with. At all. At all. At all.
The way that he's like twitching like some unhinged maniac. You should not mess with me, because I will fucking kill your entire family! Like those weird little twitchy movements, unless you've developed like Tourette syndrome in the past couple of weeks, which if so, I feel very sorry for you, my friend. But more likely, he's doing them to like appear like some Joker, unhinged maniac, unhinged psycho killer that nobody can control. Like, I'm sorry, pal, you make your living off of TikTok live donations. You are not a threat to anybody.
¿Me entendiste? Conmigo no juegues. Así. ¿Eh? ¿Eh? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? My little minion.
It's so good. I'm sorry. It's so good. I love this video. My little minion.
My little minion.
My little minion. You're really not helping with the Gru accusations, by the way. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it's fucking so funny. Just hearing him say those words in response to people calling him Gru is actually the funniest thing ever. My little minion. It is, to be fair, we are his wee minions. It's Santos' world. We're all just living in it. The real minions are the ones who live in San Antonio because, as we all know, that's his city. He owns you. By the way, the people in Danbury, Connecticut really showed out in the last Ashley Trevino video. I appreciate you all. I hope you're keeping my city safe because just like Santos here, you guys are my little minions. Big up Danbury, baby!
Don't freaking get me mad. Because I get freaking mad.
You can't act hard and then not swear to get around TikTok terms of service. Just say fuck. Look, I'm doing it, and I'm not a hardcore scary mob boss like you are, so you can definitely do it. I just don't understand how you can act like such a threatening menace to society and then talk as though your parents are in the other room and they don't allow you to swear in their house, young man. And then the nail in the coffin, the best part of this whole video, the ending.
I get freaking mad.
After his Shakespearean monologue, the most incredible dialogue ever seen on the silver screen, he slowly turns around and comes to terms with the anger that he has just displayed for millions of people to see. I hit my water bottle, my bad. And he turns around solemnly and just looks into the distance like the true badass that he is. But he glances over to the camera for a split second to see how he looks in the fucking viewfinder or something. Like, even in this moment of badassery, this moment of threatening, menacing energy, he still just needs to glance over to the camera and check if he looks cool. And he thinks that people aren't gonna notice how fucking pathetic and childish he looks. And then he just closes his eyes like he's entering Sage mode or some shit. Big up all the Naruto fans who get that reference, by the way. I could talk about this video for hours. I love it. I'm so glad that it exists, and I just had to put it in this video. Anyway, now it's time for the terrifying pregnancy scandal that Ashley went through a couple days back. People are claiming that she is pregnant because she has, to be fair, been implying that she is in fact pregnant in her lives. This is not a bedbug situation where she's not actually said anything and people are just speculating. She has made it very obvious that she wants people to believe that she could in fact be pregnant. So let's have a watch.
It says late for 3 days. Oh? No, my friend will come tomorrow. I feel it. It's because I was traveling.
Okay, so two very obvious things off the bat. Your period being 3 days late does not mean that you're pregnant at all, like in the slightest. Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it is just a bit late by a couple days. It's no biggie, seriously. I guess to be fair, if it is always consistent, like every single time, and then this one time it's late by a couple days, I do see how that could be cause for concern. Secondly, and even more obviously though, what the fuck does traveling have to do with when you get your period? Like, that is one of the most moronic things that Ashley has ever said in her entire career, and that is really saying something.
Now she's gonna have a little baby Santos.
Bro, I think I was ovulating. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
You better put him on child support.
I don't understand what's so funny about this. This is like a group of pals in year 8 like praising the person who just lost their virginity and shagged someone for the first time. But in that case, it's kind of acceptable because you're in year fucking 8. You're a child who doesn't know any better. These are two fully grown women excitedly, giddily laughing about someone having sex. It's like, mate, fucking get a grip. I know I keep saying that, but it's like, oh my god, guys, you'll never understand what happened the other... Guys, oh my god, this insane thing happened. Keep this between you and I had sex. Calm down, man. You could possibly be pregnant. That is the worry here, right? This is not a laughing matter. If you are pregnant, you should be worried to shit right now. Because you are not ready for a third child. I know this is like presumptuous, a bit like intrusive, but you are very clearly not ready for one child, let alone 3.
But that's not funny.
I keep up with my periods every month, you guys. I really do, look. I really keep up with my periods every month. Every month I keep up with my periods. Like, you see my periods right there. These are my periods, you guys, okay? These are my periods. My last period was, my first day of my last period was on December 20th, but in December I had intercourse twice before that.
That's nice. I couldn't have gone any further in my life without that information, so thank you very, very much for divulging that beautiful piece of info. Who the fuck finds leisure or entertainment in this shit? Is this what you guys want from me? Do you want me to talk like this every time I start a bastard video? Because if so, you're not getting it, unfortunately, so if that's what you're looking for, maybe fuck off now before you're disappointed, sorely. If she is pregnant, we can only hope that she doesn't have a kid with D. Kane. 1, because they're gonna have an absent father who's in jail for the rest of their lives, and 2, because they're gonna be like 4 foot tall at 20 years old. Anyway, the next big notable thing that happened is that Ashley got into some beef with 2K, which for those who don't know, is the father of Brianna Olsen's child who has primary custody of said child. Now, from everything that I've seen of 2K, we are about to be introduced to by far the most responsible parent out of everybody in this entire saga. So thank fuck for that. 2K seems like somebody who genuinely cares about their kid and does not do any of the stupid things that anyone else involved in this whole situation is doing. Like Ashley and Brianna Olsen are terrible mothers, and Santos is a fucking horrid father. I don't know if D. Kane has a kid, but it's pretty safe to say that if he does, he is also in fact a piece of shit dad.
I'm not like your baby mama or anybody else that you know. My kids are almost 13 and 16. Remember that. My kids are grown. Your kid is 8 months or so. I don't know how old he is. So don't compare me. I've been a parent longer than you've been a parent. I was a parent when you were in middle school. Remember that. My kids are almost your age, baby.
Bit of a weird flex in my opinion. Like, ooh, my dad's bigger than your dad. My kids are older than your kids. My kids are bigger than your kids. I've been a parent for longer than you. To be frank, the fact that you've been a parent for so much longer than him and you're this shit and he's that much more responsible than you, despite being that much younger, it looks bad on you. That looks bad on you. That is embarrassing for you, not him. You're not owning him here. You seem to have a very warped perspective of what owns and wins are in your world. I just think the audacity for you to lecture anybody about parenting is fucking insane. If you're in a room and people are talking about parenting in any capacity, I think it would be best for everyone if you just kept your mouth shut. I just don't understand what her argument or point is here at all. Maybe this is an invitation to date 2K, because the fact that he's the same age as Ashley's daughter makes him the perfect candidate to be her next boyfriend. Yay! Is this how power is decided in parental hierarchies, like the pecking order? If you go to a school or whatever, and two parents meet up, and they go, how old's your kid? Well, my kid is 8 years and 2 months old. Fuck! Mine's only 8 years and 1 month old, so all praise be to you. You are the king in this situation. To be fair, I wouldn't know. Maybe that is how it works. I'm not a parent. At least not publicly. No, seriously, I'm not. Although, to be fair, if I was, I still would say that I'm not, so you'll never know. No, but I'm definitely not, though.
Teenagers now, almost your age, probably.
Okay, they're almost my age, and you're dating men their age. Actually, younger than me.
I'm not a bad mom. My kids were never taken from me. I still have custody
They weren't taken from you, so what did you do? Hand them off?
of my kids. They're spending the night at their grandparents' house.
Spending the night or spending their life?
Why? Because they want to and they can. Just like your kid.
Because they want to spend the night at grandma's and grandpa's.
A threat to you?
Are you a threat to me? You a threat to little boys. She said, is she a threat to me? No, she's a threat to the community. She's a threat to minors.
She is, in fact, a threat to minors, and that is a bad thing because the coal production in the world is going down at a rapid rate, and these minors need to be treated with more respect. No, but on a real, 2K's basically done my job as a commentary YouTuber for me there. Like, he fucking cooked her. There's nothing I can really add to that. Like, fair play 2K.
I got a baby! Look at my nappy! Winter! Oh my god.
That is the most poetic thing I think I've ever seen, by the way. Because I would do the same thing if I came in contact with Ashley. Winter is a braver soldier than me, because I would have run away. I'm sure they would run away if they had fucking legs that worked. Like, if they knew how to run away, they definitely would have. That's probably why they're crying, because they don't have the physical capability to run away. The fact that the baby's very sight of Ashley on the other side of a phone screen caused her to erupt into roars of tears and sorrow and fear and genuine shame and sadness is so hilarious. It's beautiful in a way. It's almost as though that moment was built specifically for commentary channels, because I can't think of anything funnier that could have happened. In my opinion, it's very clear to see that Ashley is just a bit sick of 2K. I mean, it is very easy to be, because her hatred is so paper thin, so shallow, it's almost 2D. But luckily, there is a bit of a deeper beef going on between Santos and 2K, which I think will be a lot more entertaining, because I don't know about you, but in my personal opinion, I just find Santos so much more easy to laugh at and more entertaining than Ashley. Like, he's just so fucking funny.
Sauce on your shirt. Hey, Marcos is requesting. Do you want me to accept him or no?
Yeah, accept him if you want.
Bro, why are you in a bad mood?
I'm good. Let's go. Add him in.
No, bro, what's wrong with
Add
you?
him in.
No, you're about to cry.
No, add him in. I'm not in a fucking bad mood. Just add him in.
You are in a bad mood. Don't cuss.
Add him in. Just add him in, or I'll add him in. Damn, fucking
Marco or Santos, what's wrong with you?
Just add him in.
What is going on with y'all?
Just add him in. That's it. Just make it funny, bro. Just have a good time.
Okay. He just turned off his invites.
2K, in my opinion, is just trolling him here. Like, he is absolutely egging him on. He does not give a shit that Santos is in a bad mood. Nor should he, because Santos is an arsehole. The worse of a mood he's in, the better the live will be, in my opinion. All power to him. Like, nobody who is genuinely trying to console a pal or someone they care about goes, oh, why are you in a bad mood? You're about to cry. You're gonna cry, little sissy boy? Nah, man, we're not gonna move on till you address exactly why you're in a bad mood. Like, come on, oh, you're about to cry. And he's just smiling ear to ear, happy as Larry that he's egging this bloke on in the way that he wants to. Usually I'd think you're an asshole for doing this to someone, but with Santos it's okay, so big up 2K.
Okay. Add someone in, or you want a battle, or just do a fucking battle.
It's like the world's most aggressive Pokemon trainer encounter. Imagine walking in front of a trainer in Pokemon Red and them going,
you want a battle, or just do a fucking battle.
Those are definitely the words and intonations of somebody who is truly not mad.
Did I hit a nerve or what? Why don't you answer my questions now? Where's your dad?
I just said I don't know.
See, I didn't know my parents growing up, and I'm still way better than you.
Sweet.
Sweet. Right.
Look at that.
Sweet.
You're crashing out right now. You're crashing out.
I'm crashing out?
Yeah, calm down.
Where's daddy? Call daddy.
Brady, let's go.
Call daddy.
Why? He don't do shit for me.
I mean, you're always talking about me and my relationship with my daughter, so call daddy.
No, I'm talking about you as a date.
Daddy. Call daddy. Where's dad? Oh, what'd you do for Father's Day?
This is like such a weird conflict between two people who are like, yeah, well, you knew your parents. I never even knew my parents. So that means like you have it worse than me or I have it better than you. It's just so, it's like the world's worst version of Naruto and Sasuke.
Go see my son? I went to go see my kid.
Bro, he's fucking spitting on the camera with braces on and he's acting like some hard who's gonna beat everyone up in San Antonio. Nobody who owns a city has braces on. Or you know what it is? You cannot act threatening with Actually, there was one hard bastard in school that I knew with braces. But other than him, other than that one bloke, his name was Terry. Other than him, there's nobody with braces intimidating at all. Look how happy 2K is that fucking Santos is going off right now. He's got exactly what he wanted. He looks a bit like Woody with that TikTok filter on.
I went to go see my kid. Oh, he's tweaking out. Oh, you tweaking out.
There's literally spit on the lens of his fucking camera. That is mental. Why is he getting so angry? I guess they are getting really personal with the digs now, but it never got him this mad before. Maybe Santos really was just having a bad day.
Where's daddy?
Hey, you know what? I went to go see my kid.
Where's daddy?
Guys, I went to go see my kid for Father's Day. I went to go see my kid for Father's Day. What'd you do?
Where's daddy?
What'd you do?
What'd you do for Father's Day?
I went to go spend it with my kid.
And where is your father? Why did he leave?
No, answer my question.
Was it because he couldn't deal with you anymore?
I was 11.
Oh, you were 11. Okay. So why did he leave?
I don't know, because he couldn't deal with me. What?
Ask your mother. Go ask her on live. Why did he leave?
Chat, like it, Mia, Julia, let's go, guys. Oh, Flossin' let's go! Turn me up, chat, turn me up. Guys, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy. Guys, we got 33 seconds left, let's go. Oh, Flossin' why aren't they hitting? I did some shit with some Bobby. I flew past the whip. I don't know why he's so hurt. It must have been who was ever on, I don't know. Is everybody adding you on Snapchat? Wait, so what did you do for Father's Day? You asked me, I'm asking you.
I did a bunch of substances for fucking Father's Day. That's what I fucking did.
Yeah, on fucking Father's Day, I fucking did some fucking substances because I'm a fucking badass and I did fucking cocaine and fucking weed. So don't fucking ask fucking why I did fucking this and I'm a good fucking father. Santos is consistently one of the most entertaining human beings on the planet. And I genuinely mean that, by the way. I would watch Santos for like an hour over anybody else in the world.
I gave you those fucking views. Get the fuck out of my life.
No, you leave.
No, you leave.
No, you leave.
Get the fuck out.
No.
That's why Brianna's sleeping with a bunch of other guys, not you.
That doesn't bother me.
While she was with you.
That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me, and I think it bothers him, and that's why he's saying he's in love with her. You're in love with her.
I'm in a good mood now after seeing that. That was fucking brilliant. So big up to 2K and big up to Santos for the endless entertainment. But before shit gets bad again, I think we'll end the video there. We'll end it on a good note. Just to finish, I do want to say that I want to do a video like purely based on Santos because I find him so fucking funny. But he's also such an arsehole and people don't realize just how shitty, how scummy he is of a person. And I haven't seen any big like videos on YouTube at least describing everything that he's pregnancies done. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely leave a comment. It'll be happening either way. But the more people that want it, I think the earlier it'll come on the channel. But as of right now, I think that's the end of this video. So big ups for making it this far. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye. Oh, some of you are still here, right? Well, just a wee secret for everybody who stuck around for that amount of time. This is actually my second take of this video, and I'm going to show you a clip that should be studied in every acting class throughout the country. This is a clip of me ending, well, what I thought was the ending of my first recording, but was actually the start of me realizing that I had just done a whole 2-hour recording without recording any of it. So, enjoy this. Oh no. I was so distraught and sad after this moment, you guys can't even fucking imagine. Please subscribe. Alright, bye.